But guys actually really like it, like, which is weird because, we thought maybe guys wouldn't like it, but.
Talking about a guy that really liked your product recently was the boy, Drake, Drizzy Drake.
Did he buy a product or did he reach out or how
It's actually a funny story if you guys want to hear it.
We want to hear it.
It's a very me story.
All right, welcome back to RichDiet Podcast, the platform that enriches the culture. I'm your host, Aaron Bills.
Zico, you already know.
And we have a special episode today, man. I feel like I'm in the lab right now.
We are.
We are about to Breaking Bad.
I was just about to say. What was the guy's name?
Walter White.
Well, that's it.
Walter
White.
on
the tip of my tongue. I was like, Breaking Bad.
But we're not Breaking Bad. We're
nah.
keeping it, on a good good vibes.
I don't make drugs.
No.
Disclaimer. Our guest today is the co-founder of Everyday Chemist.
Founder or co-founder?
Co-founder.
Co-founder. Because you and
my mom.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Your expertise come from the science, skincare, beauty, and aesthetic products. I want to give a warm welcome to the podcast, Flavia. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me, guys. Finally.
It's been overdue.
Yeah.
Let's get into it because I really want to hear your story and because this is so interesting to me, especially because it's business.
Yeah.
Business.
So how did you start Everyday Chemist? So I know a little bit of your background. I know you and your mom's a chemist, your dad's an engineer, but
how did I get here?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's like when you tell your story, you're like, what have I said before? What haven't I not said before? But
exactly.
I grew up in a lab since I was a small child. My mom's a chemical engineer. My dad's a mechanical engineer.
Wow.
So I was always around a laboratory. I was born and raised in Albania. Then we moved to Canada when I was about 10 years old. My mom started working in the cosmetic industry about a year after we moved into to Canada. And I just always had beauty products around me. All my friends know it. They had like random jars of makeup and weird things they were great products, but it looked weird because it was always in weird jars. And I just always had acne. I've been on Accutane twice. I have eczema. I've had like all of these skin issues and lip grease, which is kind of one of our main products. My mom made for me when I was on Accutane my first time around, and I would give it to my friends and family in this like little small jar. Again, weird containers. Cool. And for 10 years. And then after, when I left my job, I was working for WeWork at the time. When I left WeWork, I decided that it was time for me to start my own business.
Entrepreneurship.
I mean, it was naiveness.
Well, you have to be a bit naive to be
delusional.
like, you know what? It's time to follow my dreams. And
Yeah. And it was not my first foray into, I guess, the startup world. I was part of the founding team at this co-working space called East Room. So I had already known what it took to build a business. And I think that gave me the confidence to be like, okay, let me try and start mine. But it wasn't easy. Like, I mean, starting a business with my mom, she was born and raised in communist Albania. So risk taking is not really something that is natural in my family. So it was really hard to convince her to join me on my journey.
So it seems like the decision that your mom would always make was always calculated. Like they were not just like, hey, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. And, and you had to break that cycle within your family tree.
Oh, yeah. I did my grad school while I started the business so she would relax because she was like, what are you doing with your life? You're going to ruin your life. Da, 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 da. And I was like, okay, I'll go to grad school at the same time. Is that going to make you feel better? I did a year of grad school and I continued to build the business.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So how is it working with your mom on these projects? Because she's your mom first and then your partner
business
second.
Partner.
Yeah, it's been a blessing. Like, I don't even know how to like find words for it because I mean, of course in the beginning it was a little bit hard because sometimes I'll give her feedback and she'll be like I don't know what a kind way to say it, but it's like F off, I don't care.
Mom, leave me alone.
No, she would say that to me.
Okay.
It's the opposite. Because I'd be like, oh, we're doing things this way. And she's like, you're not giving me orders. Like,
I'm the boss.
Yeah. So it was a little bit weird in the beginning, but I think that, like, growing up, I was really close with my parents, and then we moved to Canada, and there was obviously a natural divide because the immigrant story, like
parents working, kids in school,
and different cultures, right?
Yep.
Like in my culture, you don't say no to your parents, and I'm here in Canada where like you're taught to say no, and you're taught
you're
to
rebellious.
They say "fuck you, mom."
Yeah, exactly.
I'd get killed if somebody.
Exactly.
Mom, leave my room.
Oh
like,
my
I dare
goodness.
you.
Oh,
Like your room there, that's my house, that's my bed, that's my sheets. Get out.
Out of here.
roasted.
I can't
So-
believe that when I see those like TV shows and the kids be like, "Mom, leave
Yeah.
my room." I'm like, "How dare
Yeah,
you say
it
that?"
reminds me of Russell Peters when he did that bit like years ago when he
know.
talked. Have you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
Tell
so
me.
basically he goes. He's Indian descent. He's talking about his friend, whatever Billy or something, and he goes. He went over to his house and he would say, "Do you
I
want?"
remember that
Yeah, he
clip,
would ask
yep.
him like, "Do you want something or whatever?" Or they're playing games, and long story short, you know, the mom says something to him. He's like, "No, shut up, mom!" And then he's like, so he basically got the courage to go back home and tell his
And tell his
Indian
mom.
father, you know, like no or F you or whatever. And then he's like something about CS. What's the child protective thing?
Child
Oh,
protective
yeah,
custody.
yeah, yeah.
CSA or whatever it's called. And he just whoops his ass for like 30 minutes. He's like, "I got 35 minutes before they come and I'll bust your ass."
I mean,
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
been
sorry.
there, done that.
Yeah.
So it is hard to have immigrant parents and have two different, sides to combat each other with. So
Yeah.
for sure.
But it brought us together. The business brought us all together as a family once more. And it felt like I got to see my mom as a person, like as a human with ambition and a human with thoughts and intelligence and knowledge in a way that, like, you know, you always think as a child, like, oh, your parents know everything. But then you realize they don't,
Yeah, very
you know?
true.
And then
Very
you
true.
realize that they're their own people that, like, you know, are just doing the
Yeah.
best that they can. So I think it like brought us back together as a family. And like, even if this business goes to nothing, that's the greatest gift I could ask for.
Of course, you guys built a relationship.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you notice that when you got together with your mom, was there like an original vision that you guys had in mind, or it was just sort of like we're gonna take it day by day and just?
I should have listened to her. She
Moms know best.
Mom
right?
knows
And
best, yeah.
people who've been in the industry for
Yeah.
25 years, and here I am, somebody who's never been in the cosmetic industry. She's like, let's not get into skincare, because I did a bunch of serums in the beginning, and like great products, but to like break through with serums was just not really a good idea.
Yeah.
But why though? That one I'm curious to understand why. If she told you why.
It was more, well, it's just highly competitive.
It
It's
is.
very targeted towards like a problem. So like people who have acne, people who have hyperpigmentation, people who are aging, and those things are like, they have to be effective, and people
Yeah.
have very high standards for their products.
Yeah.
So the road to entry is very limited. With
Yeah.
the lip balm, then it's like, it's just easier to kind of, you know what I mean?
More broad. I got.
I should have started with just the bomb, which was the origin story. But anyway, that was kind of the original. And then with the lab, because EC Studios is an engineering studio, we help other brands start their own business. So
Nice.
if anybody out there is starting their own skincare line, call us. That one was kind of just me being like, I need to make money. We don't have money to run this business. How else can I make money?
Right.
And it was just kind of a way for me to stay alive.
Yeah.
But also there was
Smart.
people being like, hey, like, how did you get that product made? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, my mom's a chemist. It was natural, but it was also like I had to survive. So it just all kind of unraveled.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
by design.
Not
Yeah.
by design. Yeah.
Yes. Is it too much to make at home and sell? Like, are you finding that it's too difficult, or?
I mean, I think we like to hand make our products for multiple reasons. Of course, we don't want to like go in and manufacture thousands of pieces not knowing how the product's going to do.
Yeah.
Number one. Of course, now we have enough insight that, yeah, I can go and manufacture lip grease, 1,000
Yeah.
pieces, 10,000 pieces. I know it's eventually going to sell. But I think we want to be like, I'll do limited edition flavors. I'll do a limited edition color. I'll do different things
nice,
that
that's
are...
smart.
I
Yeah.
can't go in thousands of pieces
Yeah.
at a time. And then also, like, we have a product called lip grease, which is half oil, half water. To manufacture that would be incredibly expensive.
I see.
Because you also need 2 lines to fill it. And you also, it's like a natural colorant that makes the blue at the bottom of the liquid. And that anyway, it's a complicated manufacturing.
yeah.
It'd be very expensive. So I'd have to sell the products a lot more higher.
Right.
In order to
Pricing
make
point,
the
yeah.
money back.
Interesting.
So it kind of almost keeps our costs low, so we can sell it back at a
Interesting.
reasonable price, of course.
And at least it's handmade. You know what's going into it, and
And we're
that's awesome.
perfectionists, so we want to control it.
Yeah, no, that's smart. That's honestly that's the best way to do it. Limited, just to see the demand for it and to get kind of like the feedback, like, hey, we really love this product.
Yeah.
So that gives you an indication you can increase the the supply.
Yeah.
But on top of that, how do you guys like outsource like the ingredients? Like, do you guys like I don't know, you guys get it locally, internationally?
It's a global supply chain.
It's a global thing.
Yeah, I mean, one of the ingredients in lip grease, you guys are going to be weirded
Lip
out.
grease. Ooh, go get your lip grease.
Yeah, guys, it's the best. It really, truly is the best. I'll put some on while we're chatting about it.
Jeez.
This is actually a really funny story, but one of the main ingredients in lip grease, and don't be weirded out, is actually sheep sweat.
Oh, cool.
Sheep sweat.
I know that sounds crazy. Let me take it back.
Sheep
It's not
sweat.
as crazy as when you ask, like, when people say, figure out how coffee's grown. Coffee's grown in shit and
I didn't know
goat
that.
shit and stuff like
Or
that. Yeah,
like
yeah.
when you hear something about
like high end coffee.
it has like dolphin jizz or something. Like
I don't know.
I've heard makeup
Really?
has dolphin jizz. Some
Oh,
makeup,
shit,
yeah,
I
that's
never
which is
heard
I
that.
heard
crazy.
somebody was having sex with a dolphin. That's probably not for the cat.
Wow.
Wait,
That's crazy.
that's how they get.
No, I
The
heard that
dolphin jizz?
somebody was having a relationship with a dolphin.
I seen a video. Someone said they got
Oh,
abducted
man.
by dolphins.
Oh, I saw that too.
You saw that, right? And they got it was like an engineer or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And he had to go build the underground
Yes,
water,
yes, I saw
like that's I don't know what's going on nowadays. Like,
Yeah, what's
I don't
up
know
with
if it's
dolphins?
What
believable.
kind of drugs is that?
Yeah.
That's a new level of fentanyl.
Yeah,
That's what,
That is
that's what
like-
people online were saying.
yeah, you saw that, right?
Oh my
on Twitter.
God.
Bizarre. I was like,
I'm constantly on Twitter. So.
yeah. I
Holy
love
smokes.
X. Yeah,
But yeah, sorry. Go
back to
it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
No
it's
more
sheep
dolphin
sweat.
Let's
jizz.
get back
That's
to sheep
cool
sweat.
though. Yeah,
Sheep
sheep
sweat.
sweat.
It's the highest hydrating material that we have access to, and the only way that it's grown is like if the sheeps are actually having a good time. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Good
Like
time.
they're grown well. It's not like animal cruelty where they're
Yeah,
treated bad.
true.
Like they exert more sweat when they're happy and they're well fed and well
Interesting.
kept. So it's not using animal cruelty. We also only source in regions that have really high levels of animal right laws.
Yeah.
So with this one specifically, it smells really strong though if it's not refined. There's a very distinct scent to it. So we were trying to find something that didn't have the scent. We went all over the world. We went to El Salvador. We went to the Netherlands. We went to Japan. I bought 20 other ones that I can't even remember what origin it was from. And the one that we use specifically in this product is from Japan, and it's ultra refined. So there's no scent or color to it. Usually lanolin is a little bit of a golden color. And it's really pure. And it took me 6 months to get that into the country because we were the first brand to bring it into Canada. So we had to go through like a regulatory
FDA
process.
approval.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that
Yeah.
must like that. I'm so interested in because that is like a whole nother world of how to get those things approved and go through all these hoops, and it's a massive thing. But how do you extract the sweat from the sheep?
They take it off like this. I don't know how to explain. Like,
Like,
they comb
just,
it off.
like comb it off.
Yeah, they
like,
comb it off. Yeah.
So one person just there like,
I've never been. I should go
Oh,
do a
man.
little tour.
That's
You guys want to come to
interesting.
Japan?
Yeah, that's-
you know what's running through my mind? I could just see like a bunch of sheep on a treadmill. They're running and someone's like, faster, and then all this sweat's just dripping
well,
down
at that
into
point,
like
No,
the
no,
sheep
no.
will be in
funnel.
distress. It will
Yeah,
not
I
be.
know.
Yeah,
It won't be good. It won't be good
know.
sweat.
Yeah. It won't be good sweat.
Okay. What
We need this
are
for
they
lip
having
grease.
sex? Is that what it is? And it's like good sweat.
Oh, I have not gone that deep. I have not,
Well,
like,
no,
I
but
don't know.
sheepskin.
My mind
I mean,
is going somewhere else.
yeah.
back to the dolphins.
I assume it's probably like it's during a higher temperature season because
They're just
the
happy
sheep
running
wool. Yeah,
around.
we use wool to keep ourselves
Yeah.
warm, right? So I assume like if they put them out in the sun, they sweat naturally, and then
I should know more about that
yeah,
process.
yeah.
I actually
That's
don't
okay.
know.
Let's
I
go
don't
to
know.
Japan and we'll find out
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we source ingredients from all over the world because when
cool.
we're working with different clients, like they have different requirements. Like right now, we're working with a sustainable brand, so we're
Nice.
sourcing upcycled ingredients from food waste and
Oh,
fashion
interesting.
companies. Like, we work with this company out of I think they're from Spain, but they also source from Japan. They source silk cocoons that are not used for the fashion industry. They're actually backed by Chanel, and these silk cocoons are not good enough to be used in the fashion industry. So they upcycle them for beauty, and they isolate certain peptides in the proteins of the silk, which is like
really
very niche. But yeah, there's like all over the world, depending on what our clients want.
Yeah,
wow,
that's so cool.
that's so cool. And
Yeah.
and obviously, like, you have hyaluronic acid in here, which I hear so often nowadays on TikTok.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh, I'm using a serum. It has hyaluronic acid." Can you like explain like what is that exactly?
It's okay. It's actually really interesting that it's in an oil soluble product. I'm just going to get a little bit more nerdy, but hyaluronic acid is usually water soluble. So ingredients are either oil soluble or water soluble. Just imagine like when you're making a salad dressing, when you add the water and oil together, you like have to shake it to combine it and you emulsify it, right? But
Okay.
still it'll separate a little bit. So in order for ingredients to be put in a product, they have to be soluble in the base of the product.
Soluble.
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 Yeah.
Okay, these are scientist words. Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning. But
I'm not a scientist either. But
no, but you have, you've been
The
around it all your life.
experience,
So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So hyaluronic acid is a humectant. It's supposed to, and it's something that's naturally in our bodies as well. And it holds water weight. So, but too much of it is not. Anyway, I won't get into the details, but we found an oil soluble version of it. That we can actually use in that product. So in lip grease, there's hyaluronic acid, there's oil soluble vitamin C, and then there's kui kui seed oil.
Yeah, I wanted to say that, but I don't want to mispronounce that. QQ?
Kui kui.
QQ?
I think.
It's
I don't know.
Japanese?
No, I don't know where kui kui is from. I also say ingredient words in Albanian, like
Okay, gotcha.
in an Albanian
Yeah.
twang. So I'm not really even sure if it's like
And there's L22.
L22.
Oh, L22. Okay.
So that's a lipid. It's made from jojoba and macadamia esters, and it's supposed to. It's clinically proven to make your skin look like a 22-year-old. So it mimics the lipids of a 22-year-old.
Girl, you done sold me this product already. What? You telling
Wait,
me
you
if I
wanna look
wear
like a
lip?
22-year-old girl?
Well, no, 22 in general. Like, come on, dude. If I can
You
wear
look
this,
young. You look young.
I'm not 22. I had 10 years to
21.
that.
You're 21. Just
21.
tell me.
Forever 21.
21.
Yeah. No, I love that. No,
yeah.
this is so cool, and I
That's
can't wait to
wicked.
try it myself.
Yeah.
Cause I've been using the basic lip balm, and
Well, we don't talk about the other lip
Yeah,
balms.
we don't.
I'm just joking.
We're gonna cut it
But
out.
guys actually really like it, like, which is weird because we
Yeah.
thought maybe guys wouldn't like it, but
Well,
Let's
talking
open
about
one on
a
camera.
guy that really liked your product recently was the boy Drake, Drizzy Drake.
yeah. he
How
did.
was that?
Did he buy a product or did he reach out or how
It's
did
actually a funny story if you guys want to hear it.
We want to hear it.
It's a very me story. So a friend of mine put me onto this Albanian girl in London. Her name's Cindresa. If you guys are looking her up,
Cool
she's
name.
a singer.
Yeah.
Cindresa with a Q. She is an amazing singer. She kind of sounds like Aaliyah. Really beautiful Albanian girl from London. And in one of her songs, she's like, yeah, I'm from London, but my mom's Albanian. So my friends are, oh, you got to listen to this Albanian girl from London, like, da-da-da. So then I followed her on Instagram when she was like, I don't know, a couple thousand, like not really like popping off. And I was like, hey, I'm a big fan. Like, can I send you some product? Like, we're Albanian, blah, blah, blah. So I sent her some products a year ago. And then fast forward like a couple, like, how's the products going, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, like, they're so good. All my friends are stealing it from me. So I was like, let me just send you a whole package
Care
and just
package,
give
yeah.
them to your
Yeah.
friends.
Sick.
Didn't know her friend was going to be Drake.
Oh,
and like,
wow.
that was not the intention of the gift. It was genuinely like, don't let
Yeah.
your friends steal your product. Here's some products. So I sent her a package for Christmas, and about a month and a half later, I get a message, a DM from her being like, oh my God, you won't believe who loves your lip grease. And I was like, who? And she's like, Drake. I'm like, is that why he's wearing the Albanian hats in all of his photos? Because we were making fun of him because he's
Interesting.
a
Eagle, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he had a video with Albanian, like,
Yeah, yeah.
and I was like, what's up with his Albanian, like,
Yeah.
That's so
what's
funny.
going on? The Albanian mafia. And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, I gave him a pack, and he just messaged me saying he's obsessed with it. He loves it. And like, he's wearing it every day, and it's his
Wow.
favorite lip balm. And I was like, this must be like, I could,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
couldn't believe
yeah,
it. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, okay,
what?
he likes it, he he might have like just said it to be nice to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever. So I like tell my parents and they're like, well, is he going to do anything about it? I was like, I don't know, Mom. Like, aren't you just happy? You're just like, again, immigrant parents are like, if it ain't going to go online, it doesn't matter.
We need to see the moolah.
Exactly. So I was like, you know what? Can I send him a package? Like, everybody knows where Drake lives in Toronto. Can I just send him a package? And she's like, yeah. Just let me know when you send it. I'll tell the security to like, it's not a bomb, you know? So I send it to him. Well, I mean,
It's not the Albanian mafia. It's just an Albanian
It's the lip
person.
grease bomb.
I send it to him on a Tuesday. It probably got to him on Thursday. Like, it was like, you know, within the week.
Yeah.
And then on Friday morning, I'm driving. This is like the most Toronto story ever. I'm on the 401, like stuck in traffic. My friend calls me and she's like, have you looked at your Instagram? I'm like, no, I'm stuck in traffic on the 401. And she's like, you should go on your Instagram. You
need to check
you
this
should go
out.
check your Insta. And I'm like, why? What happened? She's like, somebody posted it. And I was like, who? And they're like, go on Drake's Instagram.
look.
I was like, no fucking way. And I thought I was like following him to see maybe it was gonna be like in the back of like a chair.
Yeah.
And I was gonna like screenshot it and be like, hey,
that's
look,
me.
Drake likes it. You know what I mean? No, he like posted it and was like, go buy, like. And it was
support
Cool,
the Toronto business.
genuine, completely
Genuine,
completely genuine.
That was amazing.
Yeah, and then he
that's
messaged
awesome.
afterwards saying thank you. And I'm like, no, you thank you, sir.
That's awesome.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was really
So-
amazing.
So did that like, because I know off camera we were talking about like you're sold out, which is so sick.
Yeah.
Did that spark like the wave of people just going buying it, or
It
like,
did.
you
I
see
mean,
a surge?
He has
Did it help?
100 million followers, so we would have hoped a little bit more, obviously, because. But I think the target audience is different, and I'm really excited about a new target audience,
True.
which is like men and like just like not our usual target.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
it's exciting because it brought in a whole different
new
wave of
wave,
people.
Yeah.
And people that are like messaging afterwards being like, this is actually a good endorsement. And people didn't believe it was a genuine endorsement. They thought it was like some sort of, we like paid him or something for it.
Yeah, of course.
So people trying it and then being like, no, this is amazing. And then me getting to tell them like, he actually likes it. That's why he posted it.
Yeah.
I think that it like, I'm just so proud. It doesn't even matter about the money. Like the fact that I make a good product that somebody like him loves and like
that's
so much
amazing.
so that he's willing to post it.
Yeah.
I'm just proud.
Of course,
Yeah.
it's a big deal, you know, when you have a high like caliber of an artist like him post your product out of like just love. That just speaks volume of your product. Your product is
all
obviously
that hard work paid off.
is great product, the quality, the branding, the packaging, like it speaks volume, right? So
It's
not,
also like so Toronto. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
so Toronto.
It feels
It's
so
like-
good.
it
Yeah.
feels so good.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing, and
Yeah.
obviously what you're doing is working. It shows that it's working. And who would have knew? Like you sent that to Albania,
London, but
London.
still,
Yeah,
an
yeah.
Albanian girl,
London,
Yeah.
Albania, and then it came back to Toronto. Full
Right?
circle.
Yeah.
That's
How-
crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
What's a little crazy though is I like the packaging. Like it's cool. But I don't know. It looks like a lipstick.
Well,
You gotta
it's
try
like
it out. You gotta try it.
The one that he uses is the jar.
It's the
Oh,
okay.
okay.
But all my guy friends use a stick.
the stick. This
Yeah,
one.
but he didn't have the stick. That's why he just got like.
So
the stick is
did
a
you
new
send him
launch.
a new care package?
Yeah, the stick was in his like the original stuff that he got was the jar.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's using this one. I'm not sure if he's using the stick.
It's
yet.
cool though. Like
Yeah.
it looks sick. It's just a nice
It's
design.
for guys. The guys use it. Guys really like it. I'm telling you guys. It's not like a girl
Yeah, I'm a
thing.
chappy lip kind of guy though.
Oh, no more chapped lips.
Yeah, I get chapped lips.
Don't be
Like,
chapped.
One thing, I can't leave the house without my chapstick. Like I suffer.
Yeah, the thing
Yeah.
is, I try to be consistent, but then it's just like, I gotta go, put it on. and,
You
like,
just gotta have a jar beside you before bed,
Yeah.
and then you just throw it on before bed, and then this you just have in your pocket whenever you need it. But the jar is really good. I think you might have some at home.
I think I do, because your best friend over there, the hype woman, keeps nodding her head, and I just keep seeing off camera. She's like hyping her up.
She knows the original
I
red
know.
little
Oh, for
grease.
sure.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
That's cool.
it feels good. I think I'm just honestly just proud.
Yeah,
proud.
that's
Yeah.
amazing. Like
Yeah.
that's so cool. Even if he didn't like it, I know there's still gonna be other people out there that are gonna love it. So
Well, no, it means a lot that he likes it. I don't know,
course,
like
yeah.
especially for a kid growing up in Toronto, like watching
Yeah.
him being adjacent to his success my whole life. It
Yeah.
like means a lot that it is him, you know.
Yeah.
for sure.
It could have been other people that like, of course, were like Toronto based that like probably even know me better, but it's
Yeah.
nice that it's him.
Someone of that
Yeah.
that level, and it's
Yeah.
honestly it's a big deal. Like, and you ever think maybe one day there could be a potential collab? Like, you know how you just did a McDonald's collab with
Yeah.
OVO?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
He did, yeah. It was like viral. Would you
Oh,
ever do
yeah.
something like that? Like,
Well,
like
we
a lip
do.
balm?
We are an engineering studio, Drake. So if you did
Studio,
want to
it's
do
a-
anything, we
that'd be
could.
sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to like swag out his plane or his spa and stuff. Like, I'd love to like
That
make
would
little,
be a
yeah,
wicked idea.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
yeah. So maybe
Me-
he'll watch this because he follows
Yeah.
us now. So maybe he'll watch this.
You got to do for his rollout, his Iceman rollout.
Oh,
Maybe you
yeah.
got to do like an Iceman, like for
Like
the
a-
guys. See, so what's funny is
Ooh,
I
that's
didn't know
actually
this.
smart.
Yeah, I didn't know this was for men. So I was like, in my head, I'm like, okay, when we were coming up with questions, I was like, maybe we should ask her about like if she would do like a Drake promo, since you guys for men, but this is for men, so it's perfect.
I mean, it's for anybody.
It's for
Like,
anybody.
Yeah, you
lips
just
are
gotta-
lips.
huh? Unisex.
Unisex,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's unisex. It's
I
unisex.
mean, listen, like, of course, girls are our main audience because they're the ones buying it, and most guys are being put on the product from their girlfriends. Like,
Yeah.
the main thing we get in our emails is my husband stole my lip balm,
Yeah.
my lip grease. My husband loves it. My boy, the other day, this girl was like, I got in a fight with my boyfriend or husband because I thought he stole my lip grease.
Wow.
So I was like, where's my lip balm? I want it back. And then he's like, I don't know where it is. So he had to like move all the couches so they could find it.
Wow.
So like it's always this like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The boys always get
Interesting.
put on through the girlfriends.
wo-
I actually have a
yeah.
really funny story. One of the girls who did, she's an influencer that made a video about us, and on her own goodwill, we've never paid for marketing for like any promotions or stuff like that,
Awesome.
which
It's good.
is
It's organic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
just-
all organic. I
love
mean,
that.
we'd like to do a little bit more now because we want to grow. But she had been dating the same guy since she was like 5 years old. Like they had been
Five?
like they were like
Okay,
friends.
that's a nice
yeah,
love story.
like
Yeah, that's
Oh,
cool,
but
that's
5
cool.
is kind of early. Like,
they weren't They were like in the same class. And they
sorry, go continue the story. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, Chloe. I'm butchering your love
5
story.
years old. Like, not,
No, they were like in the same class and
like, were they
they
gonna
were
go to
like,
the sandbox?
I got you,
together?
sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
He was her first
Boys will be boys.
kiss. I know. He was her first kiss. They like were dating in high school, like whatever. They broke up for a while and then
Yeah,
they got
yeah.
back. You know, like love stories
Traditional
like
love
that.
story, yeah.
And then they had broken up during the period that she started using lip grease. And when they got back together, the guy was like, "You've never had such soft lips. What happened to your lips?"
Oh.
And then she's like, "Oh, I started using this new product," and he stole her product, lip grease, from that. So like somebody who had known
That's a
her a
cool
whole
story.
life recognized the change in quality of lips
Oh.
from our
Interesting.
product.
So
which-
it'll soften your lips too.
oh yeah,
Over
oh
time.
no, of course that's
Do
what
I have
it is.
soft lips or hard lips? I'm soft. But I'm hard at the same time.
I was
That's
gonna
so-
say something, but
That's all good.
No, that's cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's
Honestly,
yeah.
beauty sells. Beauty is like
Yeah.
the number one, like,
It's like a what, billion, 2 billion, 3 billion, or
trillion.
trillion.
Almost
There you
trillion.
go. Yeah, with
it's
inflation now.
650 billion
Wow.
worldwide. But it will be trillion in the next couple of years, I would say.
Like,
beauty's the only industry that in recessions doesn't die. It's like recession proof.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, look at Rihanna. She made $1 billion just off of Fenty.
Yeah.
Look at Kylie. She made, I don't know, like
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
Hailey Bieber.
Haley
Yeah.
Bieber.
Yeah, I know. Beauty
goodness.
sells.
Flavia's next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
The
everyday chemist.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Maybe we need to get in beauty business, bro.
Listen,
men's skincare there's a massive white space in that.
Okay, so
Really?
let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's
Because-
unpack that.
Because my skincare routine is literally water and and I'm out the door. That's it. I don't put nothing on my face. Nothing. I don't even use soap. I mean, when I shower, but
You don't use soap?
That's it.
I
For
actually
my face.
Oh,
No,
okay,
for my
for your
face.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
I actually was inspired by men, and that's how I cleared up my skin.
How nice,
Funny enough.
clear skin
Really?
you have.
Yeah, because I was trying all these products. I had like 10-step routine, and I kept breaking out. Then I looked at you guys, and you do nothing. And I said, wait, what
less
if
is
I
more.
did nothing? And I cleared out my skin, which sounds really like ironic for somebody who works in the beauty industry, but you got to follow what your skin wants.
True.
You know?
True.
So if
Say
your
that all the
skin's
time.
okay with water, you don't need anything else.
Yeah. Because, the way I look at it is this, and she's going to disagree with me, but it's like you're putting stuff on your face that I feel like doesn't need to be there. Right?
Depends.
Yeah.
Depends.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends. But it's like if we're talking about vitamins, I get that. If we're talking about acid or whatever, like hydro, I don't know,
Hyaluronic
maybe
acid.
not that.
It's
but-
not actually an acid, but yeah.
No, right. But like there's other like and not everybody's using natural products. Like I know she does. She has an intention of naturally getting,
I have a
like
bone to pick
organic.
with natural products.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
But
Alright.
there's like the lower brands that people, can't afford the more expensive brands, so they resort to like whatever. I'm not going to name them because it is what it is. But and I feel like those do more damage to their skin, and then they start spiraling, and by going back and trying to say, okay, let's try this and let's try that, and by that time it's too far, right?
Ultimately, it's a business.
Of course, 100%.
Ultimately, and it's all
100%.
marketing. So like
True.
it's all fear mongering, especially even with like natural ingredients. Everything's a chemical.
Yeah.
Water's a chemical.
Yeah.
Oxygen's a chemical. We're made of chemicals. And that's my bone to pick with the natural skincare industry, is that there's like this fear mongering of chemicals, which really takes us away from who we are as humans. And like the reality, the fact, like, first principle thinking, it's like, first principles, we're all chemicals, period.
Yeah.
Now you move on from like where things are derived from. So like, are they derived synthetically or are they derived through natural resources?
see.
And a lot of people think that if we're using natural products, it's like better for the environment, but it's not. You're taking from nature.
Right.
If you're taking from nature, you're
Right.
not giving back. So it's
I
not
see.
necessarily better for nature. Is it better for you? Potentially. It's the way that it's formulated. If you don't have a preservative system in your product, it's gonna mold. It's a
mold,
living
yeah.
thing. So it's more about the way that the product is formulated and put together rather than where it's derived from.
True.
I believe less is more, as you do.
Yeah.
And like less harsh. It's more like about hydration rather than like all of these other things we're sold, like acids which
yeah.
exfoliate and blah, blah,
Exactly,
blah.
yep.
I believe hydrate, because that's what works for me. But I also don't think it's about the price point. Of course, price point matters.
Yeah.
But my moisturizer is a $14 moisturizer. I have access to every single product in the market. This $14 moisturizer works for me. And price point is never really... I'll have brands that sell their products, like professional shampoo products. Like they'll come to us and say, we want this made for 60 cents.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they want their margins.
Yeah,
They
'cause
want their
marketing.
profit, Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing that you're putting, like what you think you paid $70 for was made for 60 cents.
Jeez.
And then there's brands that, spend more and have a lower, like
Have a lower
price
margin.
isn't always a determinant of
I
quality.
See what you're
Yeah.
saying.
True.
Yeah,
That's
but
interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's even interesting the way you like explained like the way you see it in terms of like not everything natural is good because we're not putting anything back into the earth, which that's cool.
Unless we're replenishing it again
Yeah,
for
yeah.
some reason.
Yeah.
So that's why I always like walk my clients through like an exercise of like, what are really your values? What's your intention?
Yeah.
And like, how can we back those up with real facts and clinical studies and sourcing stories rather than greenwashing or fear mongering, which to me just doesn't feel like an authentic way to sell. But that's just because I'm an honest person.
Yeah, it doesn't feel ethically like
Yeah.
you're doing right by people.
Yeah. And there's no, there's brands that will say, oh, we're natural. And then you'll read the ingredient list and they're not. It's not regulated. The only thing that's regulated is organic. So if something says it's organic, it's regulated. It has to be organic. Anything else, clean beauty, natural beauty, it's not real.
Really?
I mean, maybe, but like you read the ingredient list.
Well, it's like our food, right?
Yeah.
A lot of our foods, it's just a lot of chemicals and shit that we should not be eating. You know? But
Or I eat organic food. That's one thing that I won't compromise on is organic food. I prefer to eat where I can organic food.
Yeah, so it's a good thing you say that because you mentioned something about putting like preservatives in your products, right? So I also find too is like even when you go to the health and food stores and you look at some of the healthier brands, if you look at them, they still have preservatives in them. They still have all these things, right?
They have to.
Yeah. So what would you say is like one like preservative, if you know of any, just that like an ingredient in the the skincare, that people misunderstand.
These ingredients, even if there's a preservative called phonexetanol, saying that with an Albanian accent, we can only use that up to 1%. So it's regulated. And at 1%, there's been studies done that this can be used and and it's allowed in Europe, which is like the highest standard for beauty. And so we're regulated with the percentage of ingredients of certain percentage we can put in a product. Whether that's like because we can't put more of this and then like we're not in compliance, or on the other side, if we put too much of something and now it becomes a drug, like too much zinc oxide or colloidal oatmeal at a certain percentage becomes a drug. Sure. So then, because it has the properties and the effects of a drug, like zinc is the same stuff you use in a sunscreen or in a baby rash product that you'd have to get tested, and it would have like a DIN number, which is a drug number, or a health NPN number. So I would say like we're regulated, and like all these brands saying, oh, non-toxic, blah, blah, blah. They all have fragrances, and fragrances, you're hiding 100 ingredients in the fragrance compounds. What does that even mean, non-toxic? What does it mean? Wow. Explain it. Wow. Yeah. That's fine. You can say non-toxic, but what does it mean? Yeah. You're just fear-mongering. So I think it's like we're regulated. We can't put toxic stuff in the products. And if you are, it's going to be in your fragrance, which half of these non-toxic brands have in their products. The problem is most brand owners don't actually own their own formulas. So they don't know where their products are coming from. They don't know where they're sourcing their ingredients from. They don't know what percentages their ingredients are. Yeah. So they just use words that mean nothing because they're not well informed with knowledge.
True.
As you can tell, I feel very, very passionately about this.
Which is good. Yeah.
Preach. You got to preach, because it's true. A lot of people probably just drop ship it, like they're just grabbing products from China, India. They don't know what's in there. They're just using marketing tactics to just, sell something that doesn't even like ethically feel right,
or it's fine. It has it's an hyaluronic acid serum, but you don't know the percentage of hyaluronic acid, and it's 0.0001 because the manufacturer is enticed to make money and keep their margins low, and you're selling water.
Got it.
But you don't know, and you don't know the IP.
Yeah. So they're tricking you because
Well, they just don't know. Yeah. They just don't know.
It's like McDonald's with the 25% beef thing.
Oh, no, the 100% beef.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's
it's the name of the company.
Yeah. But yet there's 25% only in it. Yeah, that's right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's all lies. I mean, it's ultimately a business. That's what
everything is a business. Yeah.
Wow.
And also, like, they don't want you to have, not necessarily, and there's no conspiracy theory, but like, they want you to keep buying products.
Of course.
They don't want to like create the like one multi-step product that does everything that you don't need anything else, because how else are you going to buy all the other stuff that they're trying to sell you?
Absolutely.
So
with that being said, is there like, how do you test your products? Like, you know how like the beauty industry uses like rats or whatever, not rats.
My
animals,
friends,
guinea pigs.
Yeah, so
the new rats are my friends.
That's so funny. Do you find like that they like? Do they have any reactions or anything like that, or is it?
No, I mean, God, I'm sure. Like my friend had allergic to reaction to the old one version of lip grease because she's allergic to peppermint. But she's allergic,
Yeah. It's inevitable. Exactly.
You can't formulate. I always, even to my client, like you can't make something that's gonna work for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has very different skin. What did you eat today? What did you put on your skin? How's that interacting?
For sure. But peppermint is a very strong, like, I guess, what would you call it? Like an oil. Well, it depends how you use it, right?
Flavor,
right? But it's very strong, so I could react to people differently. Like I know if you use peppermint for men. If you use peppermint, like flavored shampoo on your,
It'll
it
burn.
burns.
It burn, yeah.
Like, or your butthole, it burns. So
Yeah.
It might be a nice little sensation.
It might be a nice little tingle.
depends who's using it. Not for me.
Yeah, no,
So
that's
that men's skincare brand with peppermint, we're not
Yeah.
starting that. But yeah,
No.
massive opportunity for guys right now.
Yeah,
Massive.
yeah, yeah,
Massive,
that's awesome.
right?
Yeah, because
That's
all the
awesome.
retailers want guys to like everybody's fighting for women's attention.
Mm-hmm.
They're like they want brands that are bringing new customers in. So
Yeah.
men is a new customer base.
And I think the name, the brand Rich Diet already kind of gives like a man beauty product, like Rich Diet.
We could do a
facial,
collab.
like
Yeah.
We can
serum or something.
We can do an all like fruit based or something. You know what I mean? Like something that like ties into like food or something. Because Rich diet.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Everyone thinks when we say Rich Diet, everyone thinks it's like a nutrition and like meal
It's
planning.
a rich way of life,
It's
baby.
just a rich way of
But it's
life.
also, I'm assuming it's like the things that you like consume. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
it's
Try to
I'm
not consume.
trying to stop doom scrolling a little bit and be on Twitter a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because Twitter is just like for me, it's like where the smart people stay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's a bit it's a dark world over there on X.
I know you like Twitter a lot.
I love
though.
Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm always on
I
it.
can't say X. I don't know why. I just can't
Why?
say
You're
X.
not used to saying
Nah,
X?
I
No.
just Twitter just feels so
Yeah.
good.
X.
I know.
Just one time. What's your take on this new trend of peptides and these enhancement for like energy that people are consuming now?
I'm not too well versed. So I mean peptides obviously, but like consuming for energy, I don't know because I'm like not
Or like weight loss, like Ozempics and
I mean, again, not well versed enough for me to be able to comment on it. My grandma's diabetic. I got her off of Ozempic. That was my personal opinion because if a drug is coming out as a miracle drug that hasn't been tested out for too long, there's a red flag there for me.
Oh, for sure.
It's like when opiates came around and they were like the hero, like
Yeah.
you've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
that show Painkillers.
yeah.
It feels very similar narrative. So
Interesting.
if it's a miracle, I'm like, I always just be wary of
Yeah.
the narrative.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, teach their own. Like, if you want to take it and do it, and there's like now a beauty to Ozempic. There's a beauty. I guess there's a whole new target audience for
Yeah.
the beauty industry, which is the Ozempic face.
Ozempic phase, yeah.
Which is like very thin and you're losing a lot of fat on your face and looking very old
Interesting.
because you're losing all of this fat on your face. So
True.
there's products coming to what's it called? Counteract the effects
To
of
counteract, yeah, because like the main objective for Ozempic is for body weight loss, right? So and the effect of it is that you lose all this weight, but your head is just big as hell. Like it's just
It
big.
stays big?
It stays big. So now they're bringing this counter, I guess, drug that helps you slim down your face as well.
Oh, I
Is that
didn't
what
know
you're
that.
saying?
No, I thought Ozempic slimmed down your face.
No,
too.
it doesn't. It doesn't. It keeps your
Oh, I
head
thot
big. If you go look, a lot
had
of
no
people that
idea.
have taken Ozempic, like they'll lose so much weight, but their head, because your head is big already, like naturally, so like your weight doesn't subside quicker.
I thought you like got a little bit like thinner
No.
here.
I've seen
Interesting.
people
Okay.
who their head is still bigger.
Listen,
like
whatever just happened to regular working out, eating right,
I know, but people like to take
staying
shortcuts
on that schedule.
right?
It's crazy. I was talking to a friend about it today. Actually, like Heron Chic is back. Like we had the BBL era,
Yeah.
and now Heron Chic is back, which is good for me because I'm skinny. So like it's good that like I'm back in fashion, but it's not good for young girls because there's like there was a lot of eating disorder in the 90s and early 2000s. So like I think trends and fads are just trends and fads. They'll come and go, but.
Yeah.
As long as you're doing, like I'm
Yeah.
all for enhancements. If it makes you feel good, just don't look like you've done anything. You're good to go.
Yeah.
I agree, I agree.
I wanted to hear your immigrant story because I heard it was a pretty badass one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you tell it in that cool way, so let's see.
Yeah, I mean, born and raised in Albania, the year after communism fell. So
You from Turin?
Tirana.
Tirana. Oh, Tirana. That's
Yeah,
sorry.
that's the capital. I'm from Berat, which is the south side of, like south middle of Albania. And
Tirana. Sorry, I was confusing. The war stuff going on.
I know.
Bahrain.
Sorry, I didn't-
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
okay. It's like Tehran, Tirana, which is like, very.
Triple T.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever go overseas and people are like, where are you from? And I'm like, Toronto. And they're like, where? And I'm like, Toronto.
Toronto. Drake, Canada, Drake.
Yeah, that's all I get. That's what I
as
get.
soon as that, oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Drake.
Oh, Drake, yes.
That's all.
Started from the bottom.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was born and raised there right after communism fell. So a lot of like, I guess, chaotic environment, really unsettled. After 5 years from that, which was 97, there was a civil war in Albania.
Yep.
And it was caused because there was a Ponzi scheme.
Oh, wow.
Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, that was promoted by
Between
the government.
government,
Yeah. So a
Wow. lot
lot of people put their money. So like when the borders opened after 60 years of them being closed, I don't know exactly if it's 60, but a lot of people left, made money and brought their money back home and invested it in this Ponzi scheme, which then caused, they took the money and left. So like the
Yeah.
people who had money for the first time ever, all their money got taken away. So that was, anyway, long story short, that caused this whole chaos in Albania, and all the people that were gone came back and took up arms, and there was a war for about 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Between the people and the government.
Well, I mean, the government got completely shut down, so it was just the rebels that like there was no police, there was no government, it was just rebels.
Yeah.
That were like taking over the country for 8 months. And it was serious. I mean, I lived beside a police station where they used to come and get arms, and they would just shoot up in the air. And I would know that, like, if they had, like, this motorcycle, it sounded like a bee. So I would know if I heard it, like, across the city, I'd have to, like, hide. And I'd have to hide in my washroom because the washroom had cement and the rest of my house had, like, shekels. So, like, it was easier for bullets to come in.
Yeah.
Wow.
And actually, maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, I was in my washroom and... I had smoked a little joint, and
PTSD kicked in.
I heard a bee sound from the motorcycle, and I ducked in my bathroom in Albania. In Toronto, 20 years after.
Wow.
Which is crazy how your body remembers trauma, right?
There's certain sounds.
Yeah, it's really crazy. So then
Interesting. Wow.
after that, there was a genocide, the Kosovo genocide.
Wow.
So a lot of Albanians were killed in Kosovo. And we actually had three families from Kosovo live with us at the time. And they lived with us for about a year, I believe. And then after that, I moved to Toronto and I lived at Weston and Lawrence and, grew up in the hood.
Yeah.
Weston Road flows.
Yeah, hey.
Look at that. All full circle.
Full circle. And then went to
Crazy.
Forest Hill.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is, another Drake little story,
yeah.
just like adjacent to my whole
Yeah.
life. But yeah, I just moved here with my parents and have been here ever since. But it's, I actually was speaking, you probably don't remember her, but my grade 5 teacher, I was speaking with my grade 5 teacher the other day, Miss Hazelwood, and I was telling her, like, you were the best teacher we ever had, because she really taught us how to, like, stand up for each other, and this is, like, when I had just moved to Canada, and she's like, you were so resilient and determined. I still tell every single one of my classes every year about your memoir that you wrote, that I don't remember that I wrote this memoir.
In grade 5.
In grade
you wrote
5.
a memoir in grade 5.
Apparently.
Wow,
And my
okay.
mom remembers. She said apparently how I said, like, I miss the stars from Albania. Which is so sad because the stars are the same, but, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And she said, you were so resilient and determined. And I think, like, that's what I got from, like, growing up in that kind of environment, then moving to Weston Road, because I think it gives you tough skin.
Yeah.
And I messaged her. I said, Miss Hazelwood, I think I'm very determined and resilient still. Maybe a little too much, because when I put my mind to something, there's no like, oh God, I can be relentless.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think it taught me a lot of positive things.
That's cool.
And how to moving to Toronto in that neighborhood at that time taught me how to like that we're just all the same. And I'm really grateful I get to experience that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So would you go back to Albania? Would you ever move back?
No?
I know that sounds awful, but
Yeah. Your life is here. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to go back to something like that.
I could live in Italy.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I could live in Italy. I could live in New York. I could live in Paris. Like I can live in Milan. I have a lot of family in Milan.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, but Albania, I just feel like
Will you visit though?
I visit every year.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
valid.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. My grandparents are alive. My grandfather's
That's cool.
96.
Wow. Shout out to
Everybody
them.
back home lives so long. It's crazy.
Peaceful because they
Yeah.
don't deal with the toxics that are in our food over here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that definitely has something to do
And the
with it. for sure.
stress. Yeah.
And the
like
stress.
the economic stress of things.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so happy. He's
Yeah.
like, doesn't take Advil, Tylenol, nothing. He's just
That's
like
amazing.
good.
Yeah.
Him and his chickens and his raki, and he's good.
He's just living life. He's
Yeah.
not
What's
worrying about.
Vodka.
Oh.
It's like moonshine.
Okay.
Like
Wow.
60%
Yeah.
vodka.
Holy
Which
shit.
we used to drink a lot as children. God, there's been some instances.
Yeah. Holy
drunk raki.
smokes.
Where are you from?
Me, I'm
'Cause
actually.
I know where you're from.
Yeah.
I'm half like Tanzanian and Somalian.
Okay. I had
Yeah.
a friend growing. Do you remember? We had a
Tanzanian?
friend, yeah, that had a convenience store on right across from AJ Alexander.
In
They
the
were
in the
Tanzanian.
West End.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Really good people.
Really good people. My mom resides on this small little island called Zanzibar.
Oh, she's there still.
yeah.
Oh, wow. And
Yeah.
how'd you get here?
I was born here.
Oh, you were born here.
Yeah, I was
She
born
moved
here.
back.
But my parents are immigrants, and they came here in the early mid '80s. You
Wow.
know, and I was born here. But I've been back and forth. I live back home too, and
Wow.
it's beautiful. I love it. I would move back.
Oh, you would?
I would. Yeah, I would. Because it's just.
What would you do?
I don't know. Just
Podcast.
podcast. I'll be the first guy podcasting out
Out
there.
of
You know.
Tanzania.
Because it's like surrounded by water, so you know
yeah.
it's a lot of water activities. You know,
Yeah.
buy a boat. You know, go fishing.
Yeah.
You know, grill some chickens.
Sounds
chill.
like my dad's dream.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like it's honestly like a tourist destination now. Zanzibar is all
Yeah.
over TikTok. People
Yeah.
go
Albania
there.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
of Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Oh,
Dua Lipa is
interesting.
Albanian. Wow.
She really put us on a map.
Hey,
Yeah.
shout out to her.
We came from Taken to Dua Lipa, which was really like have you guys watched Taken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's like good luck.
Oh,
that
yeah,
guy,
yeah,
that
yeah,
guy's
yeah,
Albanian
yeah,
in the
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
And that was the only reference I got for so long. Like when I was like, oh, I'm Albanian. People were like, oh, are you where Kim Kardashian's from? I'm like, no, that's from Armenia.
Armenia.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you're from Taken. I was
Yeah.
like, yes,
Wow.
Good
that
luck.
is good luck. Yeah, that's
But,
I'm gonna say that.
But Albania has this representation of just being a mob, like being
Badass.
a gangster.
I know.
Like, is that true or is just
I think you do what you got to do to survive when you have no money.
I love that.
You know?
Of course, yeah.
And I think that's what it is. But like my whole family, they're all engineers. So like we're not mobsters, we're not gangsters. We're like the opposite of that. My dad couldn't even he's like the most scared person in the world. So like, I mean, depends on, but there's people who do what they got to do to survive. And I think
Yeah.
again, growing up in communism and like having the opportunity to leave your country, like a lot of my uncles and family members got in I don't even know how to say it in English, but a gomone, which is like a boat with a motor, but it's like what is that? With a rubber, like a rubber boat.
Yeah, like those little speedy boats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To go from Albania to Italy in that boat in the middle of the night, and you end up on the other side as an immigrant, illegal. What do you do? You know?
Yeah.
You just
So-
fighting to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think also we have this law called the Kunan law.
The Kunan law.
Yeah, hopefully I'm saying that right. That would be embarrassing if I got that wrong. But it's about loyalty. And one of the things that we're like, for example, even if an enemy knocks on your door and says, I need help, you're supposed to let them in.
Really?
Yeah. And there's like a few laws of like also, but there's also like an
Interesting.
eye for an eye. So like if
Eye
you
for
kill
an eye.
somebody, we kill somebody. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
it goes deeper.
Interesting. That's
Yeah.
very cool.
And then like even like there's a lot of blood feuds and stuff in Albania, but like during World War II, Albania was the only country in Europe that had more Jewish people after the war than before the war, because a lot of Jews moved to Albania and we kept them because that's what we have to do. So there's a lot of like loyalty, like which plays really well in the mob, right?
In the
Like
mob, yeah,
loyalty, bloodshed, like all of the things that
Like
you know.
once you're in the mob, you have to like breed loyalty, or otherwise you're done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Interesting.
I love watching those movies where like you see an Albanian mob, and, like they
They're
run
gangster.
shit. I love those movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Those
Well,
movies are sick.
We're a little hot-headed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, no.
It's funny because I only
Shout
know.
out to the Eagles.
Yeah, I only know
like
three
this.
Albanians. Yeah.
Shout out to the Eagles.
You, now Dua Lipa, and my homie Andy Dassey.
Oh, I think
And
I know
he's a
the
DJ. Yeah. Shout out Andy, man. I love that guy. He's so hyper. He's like, Poppy.
He's very Albanian.
Yeah,
He plays a lot
yeah.
of Albanian
I
like
love
shows
him.
too.
I love him. Yeah,
Albanian
yeah.
parties, yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
so
I mean,
funny. That's
Albanians
crazy.
are good people. We're good people. We're not all gangsters. We're good people. We're good
I mean,
people.
there's nothing wrong with being a gangster.
I mean, you do what you gotta do to
Yeah.
survive. That's
as
it.
long as you're
No,
respectful. Most people
there's
are
this
respectful.
Albanian rapper. His name is Noisy. That guy.
Yeah,
is
oh, you know
sick.
Noisy? Wow.
Yeah, I know him because he made that song with D Block Europe.
Oh, I don't know him.
I'm
Yeah,
from Albania.
Yeah, like an eagle.
Like an eagle.
Posted on
I
the-
love that song. Yeah, but that guy kills it.
There's a rapper
That's
from New York
awesome.
called Gashi. If you know,
Gashi?
he's really good actually. He's very good.
Look at
He's
this.
Albanian.
We're learning more about Albania.
Oh no,
Just
we got a
send us-
lot. We got it. Rita
Yeah,
Ora
that's sick.
Rita Ora?
is Albanian.
No
What?
way. She's a baddie.
BB Regia. BB Rexa. She's
have
like
no
all over.
idea.
Like if you hear her, there's another girl named Ava Max.
Sounds familiar.
But like radio
Actress?
pop stars, like
Okay.
no,
Ah.
but like pop stars. Like
Okay.
if you heard the song, you know the artist.
Dua
You just-
Lipa.
Dua Lipa,
Yeah.
of course. The Belushi brothers. If you guys are SNL fans back in the day, the original SNL cast, I think.
Not sure.
Really funny. There was a show, I forget. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
We got some.
That's
some.
cool. No, I mean, shit,
got
I didn't
some.
know that. It's like almost they were undercover or something.
No,
Well,
no,
we
no.
were communism.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. That's so funny.
And we got Flavia.
Yeah.
I love that name, by the way.
Yeah.
It's actually Flavia.
Flavia.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. My friends make fun of me because I like have been introducing myself properly lately. Because usually I'd be like, Flavia, nice to meet you. But like, my name's Flavia. Why can't I just say it properly?
Hold on. Let's hear it again.
Flavia.
Flavia. Fuck.
It
I
was
don't
gonna
want
be
to
like a
seem like I'm
flower or-
butchering it. Or like making
It's
fun of
actually
it.
an Italian name. History lessons all around today.
Yeah.
Drop lessons.
It was. It's a Roman name. It was a Roman Empire. It was the longest lasting dynasty in the Roman Empire. It was called the Flavian dynasty, and they built the Colosseum. So the Colosseum was actually called the Flavian Amphitheater before
Wow.
it was named the Colosseum.
Interesting.
So it's a Roman name.
Wow.
It means golden.
golden.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's really
Flavia.
cool.
What is it?
Flavia.
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 I thought it meant flowers.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Or Flavor
Sounds-
Flav.
Oh,
Flavor
Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav.
Yeah, boy.
All right, so let's jump into this financial diet part.
Yes.
I'm scared.
What's one money lesson you learned while you're building your business?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm trying to think. Use other people's money when you can. Like government money. We were talking about grants
Yeah,
before the
yeah.
call. I always joke that the Canadian government was my first investor because I have gotten every grant that exists in the Canadian
Wow,
government that I could get.
You need to help us.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to. And I think, yeah, be resourceful.
resourceful.
Yeah.
I like that.
Don't use money that you don't have. Make sure that you divide the money properly. But yeah, I think it's like use other people's money when you can.
Yeah, smart.
Investors.
Yeah.
Tap in.
We don't have any, but
Oh yeah, so what's one product or item that you would spend more money on, like skincare product?
like if I was a consumer or
Yeah,
me
like
personally.
yeah, that you would go the extra mile to spend money on it, extra money, or wouldn't mind spending that money.
Lip grease, duh. I'm just
Lip grease is reasonably
I
priced.
know, I'm joking.
I'll get you. Yeah, I should do. Let's do a little discount for you guys. RichDiet, 30%
code?
off if you watch this.
Cool.
I'll get the
Really?
code ready after.
Sure, yeah.
Jeez, lip
For
grease.
your
30%
for your
off.
clients. I would say like for me personally, probably a fragrance because like. You know, you can't really get cheap perfume, so I think I would spend money on a good fragrance. But like from a product perspective, I don't know. I really like. I mean, as a consumer, I'm not sure, but I really like this brand called Westman Atelier. They make really good makeup. It's more about the quality of the product rather than like
Yeah.
you should spend more money on this or that.
I see.
Kids stuff, read the
fair.
ingredients. I think a lot of baby stuff is not well formulated.
Yeah.
So yeah, baby
Yeah.
stuff maybe.
Yeah.
You ever see what baby formula contains? Their ingredients.
I'm not ready to
Yeah.
dive into that world yet. Until I have a baby, I'm not ready.
It's nuts. Have you
I
ever
know.
seen
No,
it?
no.
The list is like this big.
I know.
On the
I know.
thing.
I heard.
The bottle's
heard.
like this big, but the label is this big.
It's
I
crazy.
know. I've seen that. What's
nuts.
something you refuse to overpay?
I buy stuff because I want to know what's in the market. So I'll pay for things because of that. I used to refuse to overpay for shampoo and I regret it. I think good shampoo really matters. But something that my mom always says is like a cleanser is a cleanser. You're going to throw it down, like you're washing money down the toilet.
Yeah.
So I would say like I would probably not spend money on a cleanser because it just like washes your hand, like a hand wash or something. But I also like a nice little bougie hand wash, you know, but that's for the vibes. It's not for the quality.
No, but that's actually a good way your mom is looking at it because the cleanser is just a cleanser.
No, you just wash it. It's gone.
Just washing it.
It's gone. Yeah.
And yeah, you know what? I refuse to overpay on cleansers.
Unless it's for the vibes.
I don't pay for it at all. I just use water. It's free. So that's hilarious. Okay, so we like to do a little Spotify segment. What
Okay.
is your song of the week and what is your artist of the month?
Should I look?
Sure.
Right now, I'm listening to the new James Blake album that just came out yesterday, and I'm a big James.
I like James Blake.
So
Yeah.
you would say James Blake as your artist of the month and
Song of the
song
week.
of the week.
Okay, well, no, song of the week, I would say James Blake because it just came out. Okay, I've
Okay.
been listening to, I obviously haven't heard Drake music in a long time, but I've been listening to Drake nonstop because, you know, I feel a little special.
you got Drake
But I
fever.
wouldn't
course.
say that's like my number one. I like to listen. I'm trying to think like what is my number. I'll like pull up my like top played. How do I
know.
check that? Like top.
That's a good question, Aaron. I don't know how
Top.
to check those.
What?
On Spotify when you check your
I think you can just go most played or recent played. I don't know.
Wasn't there like the thing that you like at the end of the year?
Yeah.
What is that called?
The wrap
Wrapped?
up. The wrap up. They usually do that. They give you like the wrap up.
Oh, it's an Albanian song.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, which Eduam Lumturin. Oh, if you guys, that's another story. There was this Albanian singer from communism that she was treated really badly by the Communist Party, like abused in many different ways. And she escaped to the States when she was younger. And she went through a mental health crisis when her and her husband got divorced. And last year, in 2024, at the end of 2024, there was a segment of homeless people. They were like giving gifts at the New York train station. And she was one of the homeless people that was receiving the gifts. And the Albanian community saw her. And because like she had gone missing for like so many years, and she had been waiting at that station because that's the last time where she saw her son. So she was waiting for him to come back there, and the whole
so sad.
Albanian community riled up and like got her some help.
Good community.
So it's a song from her
That's
that I listened
cool.
to all of it in 2025.
What's it called?
That's
What's the
cool.
song? I just want-
Eduam Lumturin, which means we want happiness.
We want happiness.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then
cool.
like
I'm actually gonna take that in.
Yeah.
it's all foreign songs in my top one. The other one, my third song that's not foreign, is "Junk" by Paul McCartney. It's a great song, really cool. But yeah, I'm like literally all of my songs are all foreign, like Italian.
I love that.
This one is Iranian, just really foreign songs.
No,
I'm
I
a
love
foreign
that.
song
You,
kind of
you
person.
have
Funny.
you have tastes on your
Yeah.
music, not
Yeah.
That's awesome.
generic pop music that
Yeah.
it's on the radio, pop whatever.
Yeah.
But right now, listening to some Drake, you know,
Some Drake,
going back to
Drake,
Take
Drake.
Care, listen,
Yeah.
like feeling.
Listen, we're waiting for Iceman. So like
Apparently, I didn't even
know.
know that was the album that was.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, why is everyone saying Iceman? I was
Iceman.
like,
Yeah,
what
that's
happened?
why I mentioned you got to make a lip balm.
What should like what?
Iceman.
what-
Make
how
it
do I-
all blue. His thing is like a light blue thing. So maybe make the container or something blue.
Our
then-
brand colors are blue, so that's perfect.
Right. Or
Yeah.
maybe you don't do dye in the things, right? Or you
No,
could.
but we can.
I mean, maybe make it a light
I
blue
should
thing. Call it an Iceman.
I'm gonna hit him up.
Iceman bomb.
I'm a little bit
Bomb.
like I feel like I can't DM him, you know, because it's a little weird. Like if I
Why?
just start DMing.
No,
him.
I'd be like, hey, I want to do a little cool
Yeah.
little.
Tell him you were
know,
inspired on Rich Diet. and
Yeah.
they
Yeah, you
came up
listened to
with
this
idea.
podcast.
Yeah, you should check
and
them
I had
out.
this idea to make a blue kind of
Yeah.
Iceman bomb.
Iceman
It's gonna
bomb.
help the rollout, you know.
Well, I mean, I don't want to be thirsty.
Yeah, you
I
don't want
wanna
to be thirsty. Just
Listen,
let it
he
happen
knows where I'm
organic.
at.
Yeah.
He we've already chat. Like it's all
But
good.
does he know the idea?
No, let it happen
He'll know
organic.
now. What's up, Drake?
Let's talk about a bit of life and relationship.
Oh God, my worst topic.
Nah, it's all fun, friendly, whatever.
As a successful woman running a business, has dating been easier or hard for you?
Harder now.
Really?
Yeah.
Why
Harder
Because you have
now.
no time for it, or they.
So many reasons. I mean, I think I also didn't have much self-respect and confidence in my 20s, which was something that I had to learn. So that's number one. I had to learn how to respect myself, which,
Right.
running a business, kind of waking up every day, choosing yourself and choosing to believe in yourself and choosing to like take a chance on yourself kind of gives you the confidence you need in other aspects of your life as well. So that was, I think that's number one. Number two, my standards have gone higher.
Yeah.
Good.
But like I always had high standards, maybe delusionally so. But like now I feel like, if you can't add something to my life, then you're not like, why would I, like, I'm already giving myself some of the things that I, you need to add something to my life.
You
And
bring
also
value.
value.
Yeah.
And I also want somebody who's like not better than me. I don't know how to explain it, but like somebody that can teach me things,
Add
that can like
value.
show me things.
True.
And that's ambitious, that understands what I'm going through. I also don't go out because I don't have time. I work till midnight most days. That's
Yeah.
another thing. Where do I meet people? I just got an Equinox membership. Hopefully I'll find a husband.
Hey.
But yeah, I feel
No,
like
don't go to Equinox on Bay Street. It's just a bunch of
douchebags. I go to Yorkville, which is
Yorkville's better.
okay, good. And I think there's another thing that's happening where
Sorry.
Nah, it's cool. That's just.
no, it's good. We need the tips.
Yeah, isn't
Where
Equinox the.
where are the good guys in
The
Toronto?
bougie gym. Yeah.
The good guys in Toronto?
Yeah, Yorkville's a good spot.
The
If I-
I live in
the
Yorkville. I'm free-
library?
Fine.
No.
No,
At a
no.
university library?
These are kids, man.
Yeah,
No.
they're children. No,
They're
God.
That's why I say university library.
This
I don't
guy,
know.
eh?
No. Go to Equinox.
There's a
on
trend.
Yorkville.
These like
Oh,
40-year-old
Altea.
women are dating these 18-year-old men. That's
Really?
crazy. Yeah. These celebrities, all these celebrities are going backwards.
Well,
in
young
time.
kids are like actually a little bit more. I feel like the millennial men I don't know what happened.
More mature?
Well,
Yeah.
well, they're just more cool. I feel like millennial men
Yeah.
kind of. I feel like the new generation, like they all have all this access, so you can do a lot of things. I feel like millennial men were like taught that you are the superior species, so you don't have to like level up. And then women really just came through, and then the men stayed at the same level. So like they didn't really.
Catch
You know
up,
what I
couldn't
mean?
catch
So
up.
like I feel like millennial men are stuck in this. Again, I don't know. These are my
But
theories.
aren't they
not
like
a-
those traditional type men that like hold the
we
door?
want traditional men.
Yeah.
We love traditional men.
Yeah.
Hey.
We love a
Right.
provider.
Hey.
And that's the other thing with like running your own business. I get all these men that are like, oh, I'm so inspired by you, which is like flattering, of course. And I want you to be inspired and respect me, but I want to be inspired by you.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
So-
You don't want you don't want a stay-at-home dad, huh?
Oh no, I want a provider.
Provider and a protector.
Yeah. I mean, I want to, I'm very alpha in my day to day. I want to be very feminine in my relationship. I want to feel safe. I want to feel
Yeah.
soft. And it's things that I've never gotten the privilege of having. And I want that to my partner to
That's
give that
awesome.
to me.
Yeah.
Now, is it a requirement that your partner has to be making more than you, or is it okay if they make less?
I mean, I'm a startup mode right now. If you're making less than me, that's a problem.
What if they're in startup mode?
That's a real problem. But yeah, I mean, listen, like if you're not ambitious, it's not going to work. It's just, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get the, working till midnight. Like I was up until 12:30 last night signing up for like PR pieces on this like random app, you're not going to get it.
Yeah.
You're just not going to get it.
You're just not
So-
gonna get it. If you don't have that drive, you're just
No.
not gonna get it.
And I've always dated very ambitious men, and dated is loose, but like I've always gone after very ambitious men, and I had to work through in therapy. Like, why do I always feel like I go after men who have power or like become powerful? And we figured out with my therapist that it's because I also have that same trait. So I was trying to like self-actualize through the people that I was going after. So I don't know. I feel like it's just something that I'm attracted to, somebody who's like a go-getter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So-
What's something women focus too much on that men don't like care about?
Cleanliness.
Yes,
Over
yes,
here.
yes and no. Yes and no.
That's fair.
I feel like, yeah, I guess, yeah.
And maybe like the others, like did you guys watch the Marcelo?
Oh
Netflix?
yeah.
Oh
the,
my
the-
God.
Yeah, that guy's hilarious.
Hilarious, where
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
girls are going like getting like
Yeah.
rip it up, and then like,
Yeah.
I feel like we do a lot of those things thinking that you guys are gonna notice and you don't, but
Yeah.
Yeah, like
whatever.
at 3 a.m. in the morning, you can go to bed at like say 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, whatever time, and then you wake up and the whole house is rearranged.
Yeah.
Shocking, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's like
The
you
whole
walked into a
feng
whole brand
shui.
new home.
It matters a lot to us. I think even like for me, like overhead lights are like kind of a problem, and like, you know, there's little things that women are like very
Yeah.
sensitive to that
Yeah, I agree.
men just don't notice.
But
I agree.
why?
Yeah.
It bothers us. It like doesn't make us feel comfortable. You know, I don't think it's like there's a reason to the madness, but
Yeah.
Doesn't
No, I
make
agree. Like, even like my girl, like when I first moved into my new place, like I'd put like in the washroom, I'd put like all my stuff just all scattered around on like on the toilet sink. She literally came back the next day, brought a little basket and put them all in one little basket. Everything is like organized, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I would have
so
never
it's
thought
not
of that.
cleanliness.
No, but like I'm just saying, like the clutter and like keeping things like tucked and kind of like just like cleanliness basically. Yeah, she like,
I think a
Tidiness. No, I think it's
clean- a
tidiness, not
clean-
Tidy,
cleanliness.
organized.
Yeah,
A
organized.
clean space allows you to have a clean mind.
Yeah.
You know? Like when you're messy around, then your day's going to be like chaotic. So that's why Steve Jobs used to wear the same thing all the time. It's because it's like less decisions, more streamlined. And like when you know where things are, you're not like overwhelming. Look, listen, I have ADHD. I'm like all over the place. But like, I think we care a little bit more about that stuff. We just,
Yeah.
it makes us happy. Like
Yeah.
it makes me so happy to clean.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
genuinely happy.
wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, who doesn't like a clean home or a clean?
But are you happy
Environment.
doing it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it feels good.
But do you want to do it? The act of it.
Yes, yeah,
No,
if I
I
can,
don't want to do it all the time.
Well, the thing is, it's like it's time consuming, right? And it's
Yeah.
like in my mind, I'm thinking of like, okay, I gotta finish this, I gotta finish that. Like, in my mind, I need to like make more money. So it's like, if I'm not attending to that, then how can I have a clean house, or how can I?
So wait, let's
Well, not
actually, can I
really.
ask you guys a question then? How do you, with that statement, how do you feel like you can relax? Because I feel the same pressure, and recently I've learned how to control it a little bit. Where like if I'm not working, I feel extremely guilty.
Yeah,
And
I
ashamed.
get that all the time.
How do you control that?
Can't tell you because I feel that and I don't know how to. Like I'm always having to either research something
Yeah.
or like something, read something about whether it's real estate, whether it's whatever, the market, whether it's
When you feel like when you're at
Photography.
peace, you're like wasting time.
yeah.
When I'm just kind of idle time,
Yeah.
like I wouldn't say wasting time, but I kind of just like I try to like I try to allocate my time to like, okay, I'm gonna chill out right now, and then these hours, working hours, I need to be productive as possible.
Okay, cool.
Like even
You
if
could
I'm
have a
not
good
doing
balance.
work, okay, I need to like go to the gym. I need to, organize my place. I need to, do some research, watch some more podcasts, do this, right? Reach out to clients. So it's like there's, what I mean? It's hard, but like it's just a
Yeah, I
matter
don't
of
know how to relax.
allocating your time accordingly to,
Yeah.
to feel productive.
Because I feel like it must be hard. I feel like that's running my own business also, and I don't want to sound like not like a girl's girl here, but it also gave me an insight on how men must feel because I feel like there's a lot of pressure to provide.
Yeah.
And I feel a lot of pressure to provide because I've got people that I have to pay,
Yeah.
And I've got bills that I have to pay. So like if I can't do that, then like I lose everything and I feel a lot of pressure. So I understand how men must feel as the one that has to be the provider at all times. And I think that other aspect of like when you're not working, like I feel like because you guys have that pressure, you must feel the guilt and the shame that comes along with not being productive.
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak for all men
Yeah,
because
of course,
I know
of course.
like I know both of us share this. Like we just can't stop working because it's like if I come up with an idea in my head, even on off time, like I'll call him, or if he has an idea, he'll call me, right? Or just anything because it's like I feel like I never want to miss an opportunity.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, and it's like it could be anything. I could learn you know, if something comes into my head and I'm like, oh, I really want to learn this right now. I want to just research it because I don't want to forget about it. So I'll sit there and just like, you know, read something or research it, and then just so I could understand it, because it's like that little information, even though I don't need it right now, it's like maybe it'll help me
10 years from now.
Yeah, or exactly. But yeah, I don't know.
You're just curious.
Yeah, and it doesn't bother me. Like
Yeah.
I enjoy it, you know.
Yeah.
I know how to still have fun. I know how to still go out. I still know how to, you know, divide my time, you know, and give my attention where it's needed. But sometimes it feels hard because it's like you're sitting there and you're like, man, oh, I just thought of this. Like, if only I can go and, you know, check this out on the computer or whatever on my phone. But it's like, I can't.
Because I'm
you
doing
know,
this, I'm doing that. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's just.
I mean, I was feeling a lot of shame when I was like being, like chilling out. I was feeling a lot of shame. Like I didn't deserve it. You know, I hadn't earned it yet.
Yeah.
And I had to like kind of let that go and be like, no, I'm a human being. I deserve peace.
And I think that's the beginning stages of anything that you start. Because it's funny. It's interesting you said that, because as soon as you said that, I felt the same way. But it's like, let's say, you know, when you start, for example, when I started real estate, I got that same feeling. I was like on the ground running. Website had to be done. This had to be done. All these things needed to be done. And then the more I grew and the more the clients started coming, I started realizing, okay, wait a second. They never came because of the website. They never came because of the business card. They never came because
maybe they did.
All these.
They probably did.
Maybe, right? But they came because of me, right? They came because people referred me, people knew me. Then I spoke to one person and I helped out one person, and they told their family, and their family reached out to me, and you know, and it was just a chain reaction. But again, and none of them were like.
Yeah, they didn't look at it and they said, "Ooh, that footer's sexy."
Yeah, exactly, right? They never came like that. So now, and then it started making me think and see things differently. It's like, you know, my sister will call me and be like, "Oh, can you help me with my massage thing?" And you know, I'm like, "Yeah, but just stop thinking about that. Just go out there and you know, you already have the schooling. You know, you're great at what you do. You just tell one person, let the other person tell the other person.
And the universe works as one.
Yeah.
People always forget that word of mouth is still the best advertising.
Absolutely.
Best. Literally. Like,
so.
I mean, we've been on like the same products because we put it, you know what I mean? Like for years probably. Yeah. So, it, you know, word of mouth.
Yeah.
But
I love that.
Yeah.
Honestly, Flavia, we learned so much.
Wait, say it again. Flavia.
Flavia. I gotta get used to it. He knows I'm bad with people's names.
Maybe I can teach one more thing, how to say "How are you" in Albanian, and then you guys will learn one more thing.
Hell yeah.
It's very easy. Si, yeah.
See
ya.
Si, yeah.
See ya.
How are you?
Yeah.
And how do you respond? What are you saying?
Mir.
Mir.
Sounds
like a cat.
Yeah.
Wait, see ya?
See ya.
See ya. See ya.
Like like Italian and English.
Yeah.
Yes and yes.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, see ya. Mir.
You got it.
Cool.
Yeah.
In
There you
Arabic, you can say, well, in Lebanese Arabic, you can say kifik. That's to a female, and kifak to a guy.
That sounds like.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of fucked up.
And in Russia, you say privet.
That's hello.
Yeah.
Kogdila.
So random, right?
Kogdila is
I thought you were
actually.
gonna say something in Tanzania or some shit. He said
Kogdila.
Russian.
How are you in Russian? It's actually Kogdila.
Kogdila, yeah. Хорошо.
You know more Russian? What the fuck? What are you,
Who you
a
been
spy?
dating?
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Awesome.
no.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me,
so
guys.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We definitely got to get into that man's beauty space. Definitely inspired by you. We love your journey.
Thank you.
Everyday Chemist.
Thank you.
Shout out to moms because, you know, she's the
Number one,
the mastermind behind this beautiful products. Make sure you tap in. You go get your made by hand. Lip
by
grease.
hand. And don't forget your discounts, guys.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow, I gotta make the code afterwards.
Yeah.
And also for like, I don't know what your audience is. Like, what's your target audience usually? Like, how old?
Everybody. They're
Everybody.
Actually, it's Surprisingly, he's like 25. and
Oh, older,
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought it was mostly like younger.
No, 25 older. There's a few younger ones, but mainly majority of
It's
all
like
young
25 to
over.
35
Yeah.
range. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
never. I was gonna say there's never been a better time to build.
Oh yeah,
You
for
have
sure.
every single tool at your resource. Like, go
agree.
do it now
Do it
before
now.
it's too late.
and use
because
government money.
Use government money. There's like a whole thing about Canadian grants.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
a funny. Like
I know. The
yeah.
skip the dish thing.
Yeah,
Did you see that one?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought that's what you were gonna say.
But
I'll
I've
tell you
heard
after,
like
yeah.
it's like a whole thing. But yeah, I feel like build now because
now,
you
yeah.
don't like. I feel like it's an age of entrepreneurship. Like there's gonna be a lot of small businesses. Again, my
Yeah.
hypothesis: be resourceful, go out there, build. If you fail, get back up and try
do
again.
it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah,
Like
Shoot,
no ego.
Yeah,
You gotta leave the ego
I
at the
saw
door.
that they just dropped a stat that said that there was like 87,000 people lost their job in February.
Well, there's
Crazy.
a big company in the U.S. The guy who started Twitter actually, he had another company and he just fired 60% of his staff because of AI. 60%, 6,000 people.
But see, this is my problem. I know we're wrapping up, but this is my problem with that. Is that
No worries, keep going.
is that like, okay, you fire all these people, but now there's let's just say
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's say it's 10,000. Let's say
It was 6,000 in this case, yeah.
6,000, right? Now there's 6,000 people plus your 87 or whatever.
Not
Those-
my 87.
No, I know,
Ontario.
but your stat, your 87,000 stat,
Yeah,
right?
got you.
Those people don't have money to put back into the economy. So how could their business succeed? You get what I'm saying? Like how do we continue?
How do I as a business owner succeed if my customers don't have money to buy from me? Or
Yeah,
how
in
do
general,
they
like-
start their own business?
Yeah, because if AI is taking over,
We sell to each other.
yeah, but what are we selling?
I listen to your podcast and you make money through sponsorship. Me as a sponsorship,
Yeah.
as a sponsor, somebody
But that
buys
could
from my.
only
they
last
just-
so long because
You think
that.
so? I think that's how
well-
economy was always made.
No. But what I'm saying
he's
is,
saying that with AI taking
yeah,
over,
like those people all lost their
How
jobs.
will society survive if AI takes everyone's
And how would
job?
that person's business continue if?
Well, on top of that, I'm gonna say, like this right now, what we're having these type of conversations, AI will never take this away.
No,
As
I
much
know.
as imitation,
Well, you can
and
you can
taking
put a
our
fake
sound
video.
and face, yeah, but AI will never take away on authentic. This is intellectual
Yeah, human
property, right? This
conversation,
is
I
like
get it.
like no one will ever take this. AI will never take that. But I
Yeah.
agree what you're saying, and from a mass like like point of view of like society, people are losing their jobs. Either you're working in like factories.
Well, it's gonna be CERB again. Everybody's gonna have like
That's
a
my
basic
point, right?
income, and it's gonna be communism.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would they want that? Because
technology,
the
bro.
rich get rich because there's a class that continues to spend their money on their products. Now you take away
The
those
rich get
people.
rich for other reasons.
Yes,
Hey.
yes, there are other reasons, but if basic knowledge,
Yeah,
if that's
yeah,
how
yeah.
it's supposed to work, right? It's like you have a company, you own a company. Let's say it's selling whatever it is, right? There's people that don't have money to pay for your products, and
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
got rid of half of the people.
Then they can't afford
Yeah,
it.
and so if more businesses keep doing this, it's just going to keep snowballing, and there's going to be a lot more people with no jobs. And then what? You kill all those people? Like, are those
I mean,
people all
that's why I'm
die?
saying you
Like,
got to go build. That's
Yeah.
my advice is you got to start something that's on your own. I mean, for me, like, of course, yeah, I might not have customers to buy my product, but I do make a physical product. Maybe eventually AI and robotics will make this physical products. It's still something that can be exchanged. It's not like that humans that
Yeah.
physically need. So it's like not knowledge work. Although like for my engineering side, I'm already seeing it. Like I get clients come in all the time being like, I have an AI formula that works. And it's like, no, it doesn't. Like, but soon it will.
yeah,
Soon it will.
Yeah.
So like my job's also going to become like pieces of my job are going to obsolete, but you have to adapt and
You have to adapt. Yep.
I mean, if
Yeah,
I
I
were to
don't
be
think
here like
so.
this is how it's going to go, it'd be ignorant from me because
Yeah.
nobody knows the speed this thing is moving at.
Yeah. It's like the Blockbuster story, right? Blockbuster thought they had the movie industry
On lock.
on like forever until Netflix came around and was like, hey, we don't want your physical
Yeah,
like
the hard
copies anymore. People are going, you guys should buy us. Netflix, we're going digital. And they became ignorant and they didn't want to adapt and they're out of business now, and Netflix
Yeah.
is the newest thing, right? So
You gotta
you
adapt.
gotta adapt. That's
You
just
gotta
the
bring
bottom
AI
line.
in everything you do.
Yeah,
you gotta use it to your
advantage. 100%.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've got a bunch of Claude agents running up right now,
yeah,
creating
I've
little
been hearing
yeah.
about that Claude thing.
Yeah, I'm on it. I feel like it's giving me wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean right now it is. I'm sure it'll like take away my wings too, but like I just rather go with the flow rather than be afraid of it, you know? Because it's like I can't control it regardless of what I try. Like I'm not going to control how AI is going to grow.
Yeah,
I'm like the least important person in this whole thing.
Yeah.
But it's given me wings. It's given me resources I would have needed millions of dollars to have.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
And
go build now.
And now you have it at your fingertips. So
The only thing that's holding you back at this point right now, forget what's going to happen in a year because maybe a year will be different, but it's your own laziness.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't be
That's
lazy.
awesome.
preach.
Don't be chapped. Don't be lazy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well-
Don't be chapped. Don't be lazy. Go
Yeah.
get your lip grease. Everyday Chemist. The link is in the bio. Make sure you follow Flavia. Sorry.
Everydaychemist.studios on Instagram, ecstudios.lab on Instagram.
We'll put all the links.
Let's go. Let's go.
you know.
Amazing chat. We love what you do.
Thank you.
You are a gem. You are a beauty. Literally a beauty. And your products, from your lab experience to your, your expertise in the industry. We love what you do. We can't wait to see where you take this. Keep growing. We wait to see that big Drake collab that, take over the
Everything.
world. We wait for you to become that billionaire next to
Yep.
Rihanna and Kylie and Haley.
I mean, why not? You know,
Yeah.
you can
Why
just
not?
do things.
Yeah.
You can just do things. And if it doesn't work,
Yeah.
you learn.
Yeah, exactly. It's a learning
Yeah.
process,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And if you've enjoyed this podcast until now, please leave a like, comment, share it to your friends. Go tap in. Go get you this product.
Yeah. 30% off.
30%
Rich Diet.
off. You can't go
Use
wrong.
the code.
I do feel like I listened to a few of the podcasts, obviously, before I jumped on. I feel like this is the most you've laughed, so I feel really proud.
Is it cool,
Me?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
laugh that much.
No,
Damn.
you
A
don't.
bit stiff.
Shit. All right.
I think we know why he's laughing. We know why.
Oh, no. I thought I laugh genuinely all the time. I mean, I say a lot of Joe.
Yeah, Zeke was very unhinged, though. Don't get me wrong. He said some wild shit.
I'm just joking.
Yeah,
I'm just joking.
It's
I
all
love
good.
that.
Thanks for having me,
Yeah.
guys. I really
Pleasure.
appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank
Pleasure,
you.
Thank you.
pleasure, pleasure. Thank you guys for watching all the way through. Like I said, tap in with RichDiet Podcast, the platform that enriches the culture. I'm your host, Aaron Bills.
Zico, you already know.
Our lovely guest.
And Flavia.
Peace and
Peace.
peace and love.